Top 5 Alien Channelers Not Probing Uranus. Welcome to Truth Duel Official. In this video, you'll learn about the psychics, conspiracy theories, and movie designers all claiming to speak to aliens. You'll want to stick around till the end of this video to learn how to avoid wizard lizards from brainwashing you. But first, I am your host, Misinformation. If you like this channel, make sure to subscribe to receive more great extraterrestrial content, misinformation analysis, and other sentiments and ramblings that please and amuse us. And become a truth dueler, because only you can slay misinformation at its source. Get our app on truthduel.com. Alien Channelers. Who are they? Where are they? What are they? Alien channelers are psychics, mystics, or spiritualists who claim to have extraterrestrial contact. They work like a phone operator, connecting humanity to whatever message the aliens have for us. Anyone can be an alien channeler. An average British man, a bottle blonde, Demi Lovato, or a movie designer, like the person beginning our top 5 list. Number 5. Bashar, channeled by Daryl Anka. Daryl Anka has 2 jobs. By day, he's a visual effects designer working on movies such as I, Robot and Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Normal enough Hollywood guy, right? Wrong. Because Darryl moonlights as an extraterrestrial channeler. To be fair, at least channeling won't land him in prison, unlike the proclivities of some other Hollywood execs. Darryl channels a being called Bashar from the Orion constellation 500 light years away. Bashar is also from the future, because of course he is. Bashar thinks a fair price for each channeling session is $400 via PayPal, because of course it is.
Are you familiar with our definition of abundance?
I don't think so.
All right, I will share it with you if I may.
Okay.
Well, are you paying attention?
Yes, I am.
Abundance. The ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. Period. Did you hear anything in that definition that said anything about money?
No.
Did you hear anything in that definition that said anything about any particular way in which the abundance had to come?
No.
The ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. That's abundance. Period.
Bashar isn't just a voice. He has a physical form, described by Darryl as having Eurasian features. Enlarged eyes, bald. Hey, wait a minute, this is sounding familiar. If you can find a clear image, that would be nice. I'm having internet connection problems, so images don't load properly for me currently. This is Daryl Anka, by the way. Darryl also denies that Bashar is a New Age phenomenon. He says that Bashar only wants to teach people about an advanced form of physics, along with sacred geometry, parallel realities, the afterlife, and healing. In fact, Bashar knows such an advanced form of healing that he says organic foods and fasting can regenerate missing limbs. You know who else can regenerate missing limbs? Lizards! Keep watching to learn about our number 1 alien channeler. She has a lot to say about lizard people and occult sex rituals. Number 4. The Yael, channeled by Jonathan Martin. Speaking of sex rituals, English channeler Jonathan Martin says that aliens are stealing the eggs and sperm from humans to make alien-human hybrids. The Yael aliens seem to think we're good breeding stock, so they want to mix their little grey men genes with ours to create something like this. Jonathan also hopes that one day the sex will be consensual. I hope so too. Otherwise, we're going to need an extraterrestrial Me Too movement. He also has an alien best friend that looks exactly like him. Actually, that's a little disappointing. Imagine meeting these Yael aliens who traveled from the distant future, crossed into our timeline, only to discover they look exactly like you. No futuristic cyber suits or extra limbs, just a guy in a button-up shirt with a little hair gel on top. So much disappointment. According to Jonathan, the Yael think that humans are, quote, basically completely insane, end quote. They think our fear of death is hilarious because we can allegedly choose to not die. Or if we do die, then we can choose to come back. You know, for aliens that seem to be so smart, you'd think they would mate with a species that isn't so insane. That's like downloading Tinder and setting your location preference to the nearest mental hospital.
Hello. We are the Yael. We are the Yael.
Number 3. The Hathors, channeled by Tom Keaton. Tom Keaton first made contact with the Hathors in the 1980s, but they've allegedly been around on Earth for a lot longer, making first contact with Egyptian cults and Tibetan monks. They can speak human languages, but they simply choose not to. Instead, they speak a language only Tom can understand and translate. This language apparently sounds like, quote, catalytic sound patterns, end quote. Or maybe those catalytic converters in our cars are actually the aliens who are on a mission to pollute our environment until it's toxic enough for them to spawn eggs. Makes you watch the Transformers movie a little differently, huh? However, around 20 years later, it seems Tom became bored of his original alien contacts. Deciding to branch out after a friend's request, Tom attempted to channel Mary Magdalene. Yes, the biblical Mary Magdalene. And she did not like the Christian church. In fact, she hated it so much that she told Tom her name was Mary Magdalene, without the E at the end. She didn't want to be associated with a false figure from the church.
But for right now, we're not blinking. We're right here. So what's your spiritual, if you don't mind sharing, like you're channeling this thing, you're getting out of the way, and there's beautiful energy. But you, if you want to share, what do you do? How do you increase that loving feeling from day to day in that, you know, you're in the real world? How do you emanate that, if you do? If you want.
It varies from day to day, and it has to do with my mood, quite frankly, and what has come down.
Yeah.
And there are times when the moods are so strong that the loving vibration, the appreciation gets lost. This
But
just sucks, and so then I have to remind myself. I have reference, okay, well, the Hathors say this, and Heart Math Institute and also other researchers, if I go to a place of appreciation, I got to find something to appreciate. But everything sucks right now. There's nothing to
So you
appreciate.
still
Even
go
this
to-
couch sucks. God, where do I go to
Poor
find a
Judy,
fucking
what a
appreciation?
saint she is.
She is a saint, and she's my greatest teacher, because you referenced something earlier. We need always somebody to call us on our stuff.
It gets even weirder. Mary also told Tom that she was Jesus Christ's tantric partner and wife. Jesus not only laid down the law of the Lord, but he was also laying pipe. Take that nugget of information back to Sunday school. Then she told him that both she and Jesus weren't even human. They were aliens called Arcturians. Does that mean Judas was secretly alien-phobic? If you want to learn more about the secret lives of Jesus and Judas, check out our video, Censored Scripture, Judas the Teacher's Pet. Number 2. Ashtar, channeled by George Van Tassel. George Van Tassel began his channeling career by being lifted towards the sky by a, quote, butter-colored light, end quote. This butter-colored light lifted him up and gave him a tour of a UFO, just like MTV Cribs. Afterwards, around the 1950s, George seemed to attract extraterrestrial contact like a magnet. Magnets. How do they work?
Water, fire, air, and dirt. Magnets, how do they work? And I don't want to talk to a scientist. Y'all is lying and getting me pissed.
He was contacted by Ashtar, who claimed to be the commander of the Vela Quadra sector and representative of the Council of Seven Lights. Try saying that 5 times fast. Ashtar had one goal for contacting humanity: to warn people about the hydrogen bomb. Ashtar and his people said they were upset that humanity was altering the hydrogen element, and if they continued to create these bombs, then Ashtar would have to destroy all nuclear projects. I guess we can thank Ashtar for the Cuban Missile Crisis not going haywire. Surprisingly, he didn't seem to care about uranium or plutonium. Maybe the universe only cares when you tamper with the first column of the periodic table, and everything after that is fair game.
Connected with it, and actually the television set which plays back the pictures doesn't even have an antenna connected to it.
George, you know as well as I do, and you've been on television 350 times, and I've known you, I met you once 7 years ago, and I kind of like you. But you know what the people out there are saying. They're saying this man's a nut.
Well, Jack, you know, when Fulton was running his steamboat up the Hudson River, there were people still standing on the bank saying it couldn't be done.
Number 1. The Pleiadians, channeled by Barbara Marciniak. Barbara is all about theatrics, bleach blonde hair, a crystal ball, and a belief that somebody somewhere is controlling the moon. Classic combo.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We are here, and once again, it is our great pleasure to be in your reality. So, here we are. It is a new moon. That's the very good news. It's always nice to be able to rely on something. And, of course, the moon is there in the sky. Well, who knows who's controlling it at this point, but nonetheless it is a fixture of stability in your world.
Barbara claims to channel the Pleiadians, a group of aliens from the Taurus constellation 400 light years away. They've come to warn us about our enemies. Since Atlantis was swallowed up by the seas, the reptilians. These reptilians are also the Illuminati, and are also wizards, and are also probably Mormons. Clearly Barbara has seen our video on why Joseph Smith is cooler than your man. But it doesn't end there. Ashtar told Barbara that the Illuminati wanted to use mind control to turn humanity into cannibals. They do this by using the CIA, who learned about Egyptian mind control magic from the Nazis. Somehow, in some sort of way, this all led her to believe that the Texaco logo is red to symbolize blood and white to symbolize sperm. Personally, I think this interpretation better fits the Nintendo logo. What red and white logo do you think is secretly made from blood and sperm? Leave your conspiracies in the comments below to please and amuse us. But do not fear. Our Truth Duel investigators interviewed Barbara and asked her about what can be done to protect our minds from the Egyptian Nazi CIA reptilians. She said the answer was simple. Laughter. If you laugh and pay her $29 to attend her seminars, then you'll be cured. Misinformation wishes you well and says one laugh a day keeps the Illuminati away. P.S. Are celebrities like Demi Lovato joining the alien channeling community? Do aliens find the word alien offensive? Demi Lovato thinks so. Do aliens use pronouns? Until next time, make sure to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and become a truth dueler, or an alien will channel you.